From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
All right, so we take a look at the headlines, and I don't think many complaints out there really, because number one, we're going to keep our temperatures below normal. And this is going to be the case this week, through the weekend, and even into early next week. In fact, I don't expect any triple digits even for Trinity County for at least into early next week. And when we talk about heat waves, I am seeing one way down the line here. We're talking a week and a half, 2 weeks from now. But I'm going to kind of hold off a little bit talking about it in too much detail until I start seeing more consistency. But overall, just get out there and enjoy the below normal temperatures in more manageable heat, if you will, especially inland. And of course, always, as always, enjoy that cooler weather along the coast. But here's what it looks like in Weaverville. Temperatures low 90s all the way through the weekend. We're going to see a little bit of an uptick for next week, but nothing major. As I was mentioning, this is kind of just a few degrees back in the mid 90s. Now for the North Coast, here's what it looks like today. For the rest of the day, temperatures in the low 90s inland and in the low 60s for the coast. I think we're going to see some clearing, a lot like we saw yesterday, but it may be a little bit more difficult as we go into tomorrow. You'll see that here on Futurecast in a second. And for Trinity County, we're talking low, maybe some mid 90s. Some of the warmer spots like Weaverville, Hayfork could get up to about 94, 95 today. In Lewiston, about 93 degrees. So let's take a look at the smoke forecast. Or the forecast smoke, however you want to say it, right? But there you can see, of course, we're seeing just some haze out there in some spots, but overall it's not that bad. Then we go into this evening, maybe mainly in Del Norte County, and maybe a little bit of smoke coming in from the Wonder Fire north of the valley. But other than that, just not much going on. Now, maybe a little bit more haze coming in for your Thursday morning, but even that is going to start to kind of clear out. And you can see, I mean, look at this, by 6 p.m. Thursday, we're just not seeing much at all. So we're seeing less and less activity from the fires that are surrounding us, and as a result, we see less and less smoke and haze. Certainly some good news there. We take into the afternoon today. There's some of that clearing I was talking about. Then as we go into tomorrow morning, there's that fog returning, and you can see some clearing, but still a little bit more difficult to completely clear out for Thursday afternoon. For Thursday night into Friday morning, we've got more clouds coming in. Friday afternoon, it looks like it may hold on for Friday afternoon, meaning more clouds and probably a little bit cooler out there as well. We have a small craft advisory for the immediate coast until tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Now, the reason being is to take a look at the wave heights today. Yeah, anywhere from 7 to 8 and 4 to even close to 7 feet, getting closer to the coast here. But look at this. By the time we go into tomorrow afternoon, we start to see those wave heights begin to drop. So your marine forecast for today: winds from the northwest at 5 knots, 5 to 10 knots. Waves from the northwest at 6 feet at about 7 seconds. And of course, there's that small corrected advisory I was talking about. Temperatures, of course, just your typical, right? Coolest along the coast, low to mid 60s for your highs. You don't have to head too far inland before it starts to warm up. About 71 for Klamath, 67 in Fortuna, 87 Garberville, and a bit warmer out in Hoopa and Willow Creek, and even just a tad warmer, especially in Weaverville and Hayfork. And we look at that 7-day outlook. Yeah, we got the partly to mostly cloudy skies for the coast. Hoopa, upper 80s, low 90s for the next 7 days. We'll certainly take that. And I think for Weaverville, Hayfork, for example, you'll probably at least be in the 90s. And again, just that little bit of an uptick as we go into next week. 91 for Hoopa on Monday of next week, 93 Tuesday, and in the mid-90s for Weaverville by next Monday, Tuesday. Here's your 7-day outlook for Eureka. We've got those temperatures between 62 and 63, partly to mostly cloudy skies.